Hey everyone, Michelle Masacchio with Fit Money CPA, where VetMed meets smart business. Hope you guys are doing great. Coming up on year end, folks. It's hard to believe another year gone by. You guys are used to checklists, so we want to provide you with a year end checklist. You're probably going to say, "Man, I don't even have time for a year end checklist." So this is the checklist. Just DM me down below checklist and we'll get it over to you. But things to kind of think about, obviously renew your license. But what about your business license? What about any of your techs that might need license renewed? So, have your practice manager track down who might need a license. Make sure your business licenses are renewed. Sales tax license, need to check on that. So if you're planning on any large improvements to the property, make sure you have permits from the city in order to do that. Make sure you have your zoning permits, that you don't need to change those in any way. How about a parking lot? I know in some states they do have annual taxes and fees on those parking lots. So again, just double check. Don't want that falling through the cracks. How about the health department? Again, just ask your practice manager. I don't want you guys doing this. I want your practice manager doing it. And if you don't have a practice manager, have one of your techs do it. Have one of your office staff do it. But simple checklist, they can go through it. We're telling them exactly what to check. So some things that I see a lot here in Kentucky, and we don't file these on behalf of our clients just because we don't get notifications, but it's the Secretary of State's filing. And it needs to be renewed each year. It's not much, it's not hard. In Kentucky, it's $15 to renew. If you don't renew it, it's $200 to reinstate. So again, make sure that is renewed every year. Again, Kentucky, it's due in June 30th. Your state might be different. But again, they should be sending you some type of a reminder. Just go on the Secretary of State's website, make sure you don't need to renew that. Do you need to amend any of your articles of incorporations? How about your corporations meeting, S Corps? Have you had that? I know what a lot of people are going to say. I'm a single member S Corp. It's just me. I don't have a board of directors. How the heck am I supposed to have a meeting? You got to put it down, folks. Look yourself in the mirror, talk to yourself a little bit, and then write that in the memo, what you talked about. It's crazy. It's insane, but it's required for the IRS. We're required to have corporate minutes just once a year. Doesn't have to be quarterly, monthly, anything, just annually is fine. So make some kind of a memo in your file. Do you need to be reinstated with the Secretary of State? Let's hope not. Let's hope you have filed accordingly. What about your assumed name? Your state might require you to update that on an annual basis. And again, just things I want you to think about, have your practice manager think about. Did your ownership change? Did you bring on that associate as a partner? We need to know that. Just as a heads up for tax purposes, we're going to need your new partner's name, social security number, and address. And then, of course, what percentage ownership they have in the practice. Important things here, folks. Contact should be me, but if it is not me, contact your CPA. Need to see if there's any last minute planning you can do, any equipment purchases that might help you lower your tax liability. I know there's all kinds of new shiny things out there that we always want, but is it something that you need this year? Is it something we can get into our budget that is not going to harm us? Have your estimates been paid? We have until January 15th to make that Q4 estimate. Round up your check stubs. We're going to be asking for them this year. It's some new criteria from the IRS, but round up your check stubs. Make sure you've paid those quarterly estimates. If you haven't, let your CPA know so that we can true up that Q4 estimate. Are your accounting records in order? So hopefully you're using me and we are taking care of your books for you. But if you are not, if you're doing your books yourself, are they in order? Do they make sense? Is your CPA? Am I going to have to adjust those books? And again, folks, we are under some new requirements from the IRS after the OBBBA. So we're going to be asking you for more information, just as a heads up. But again, DM me below. We'll send you out this checklist, and we'll get you ready for year end. Get you started right for 2026. You guys have a great day. Remember, you run the clinic, we run the strategy. Your dream practice, your real profits.